We're getting down to the nitty gritty, 2 weeks away from the 2025 NFL draft, and we're trying to get the perfect top 10. If you want to do well in the Huddle Report mock draft contest in 2025 or in any year, you need to do very well in the top 10. So we've been working on getting the top 10 correct for the course of the last 2 months. I appreciate y'all tapping in to over 60 consecutive days of the Draft Rankings show. Please click that like button. Please click subscribe. Help us continue to build and grow to the moon. This channel's grown more than I ever expected in the first iteration of the first draft season that we had the channel. Right, I've had other focuses over the course of the last 5-6 years, but I wanted to get this channel. I wanted to focus it on draft every single day, and you guys have responded glowingly. So I can't thank you enough. Please click that like button, like I said, and click subscribe. Over 90% of you are still not subscribed that are watching the shows on the daily. Mock 10, top 10 mock, whichever way you look at it. Let's get it right. We got less than 10 minutes every single morning to get it right. The Tennessee Titans are picking first overall in the 2025 NFL draft, and this thing is all but a lock. The key has been in the trash can for a couple of weeks now, and it's official. Cam Ward will be the number one pick in the 2025 NFL draft. I can guarantee it. Number 2 overall is the question right now. The odds-on favorite is Travis Hunter from Colorado to go number 2 to the Cleveland Browns. I'm wishy-washy on this whole thing. He's the best talent in the class, hands down across all positions, everything. He's the best player. Receiver, he's the highest graded receiver. He's the highest graded cornerback. He's a menace, right? He goes into Cleveland on day one. He's the starting wide receiver. He goes in. He's a starting corner, period. Period. I know Denzel Ward's there, period. He's starting at cornerback and receiver. Abdul Carter goes in there and plays opposite Myles Garrett on day one, and that's a sick duo. Both positions highly sought after, as well as the fact that Cleveland currently, at time of recording, does not have a quarterback better than Kenny Pickett on the roster. That's fact. They don't have Kirk Cousins. They don't have a quarterback on the roster. What are they going to do at quarterback? Are they going to wait and try to get Derek Carr? Money would say not. Deshaun Watson's not going to be ready. What are they going to do at quarterback? Are they going to go take Jalen Milroe in the second round? Tyler Shook? Quinn Ewers in the third? I don't know if any of that even makes sense. So to me, Shedeur still makes sense here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to dip my toe into the odds. We're going to go Travis Hunter for this iteration. I don't know if I'm going to like this. I've never done this before. But we're going to go Travis Hunter at 2, and that leaves the Giants here at 3 between Abdul Carter and Shedeur Sanders. They have Russell Wilson. They have Jameis Winston. I think they were wishing Travis Hunter fell here to them at 3. Without that, they have Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau. Can you get those two plus Abdul Carter on the field at the same time? I don't know. I don't know if you can logically do that with Dexter Lawrence in the middle. It's a maniacal front 5 if you can do that. Or you take Shedeur Sanders and put him behind Russ and next to Jameis, and you let these guys duke it out. You let Shedeur grow in the offense instead of having to be forced into the offense. That would make sense to me. I'm going to go Shedeur Sanders here, even though Abdul Carter is the odds-on favorite. This is a whole different mock than what we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, but we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. These are the favorites. Cam Ward's the favorite, minus 20,000 to go number 1 overall. Travis Hunter, minus about 180, I think the last time I checked it, to go 2. Abdul Carter's minus 120 to go 3 in betting odds. I'm going to send Shedeur to the New York Giants at 3, and Abdul Carter is going to be a run-up. Put the card in for Abdul Carter for the New England Patriots to play opposite of Harold Landry. I think these 4 players are locked into these top 4. Well, I shouldn't say that. Because if Carter and Hunter go 2 or 3, Shedeur is going to fall, and New England's going to go Will Campbell. I think New England goes Will Campbell in an alternate universe if Shedeur is not the pick for the Giants at 3 or the Browns at 2. So top 4, not to be confused. Cam Ward to the Tennessee Titans, Travis Hunter to the Browns, Shedeur Sanders to the Giants, Abdul Carter to the Patriots. Number 5 overall, the Jacksonville Jaguars stay true to the defensive tackle position and take Mason Graham. At 6, the lovely Las Vegas Raiders, who everybody loves to comment and tell me I'm so wrong. I'm such an idiot. Why would you do this? Why would you do that? When I take Armand Membu. Let's not take Armand Membu today because DJ Glaze is the next, Jonathan Ogden. He's going to be the greatest right tackle of all time or something like this. Whatever. I believe you guys, you Raider fans that want Ashton Jeanty 6th overall. You're maniacal. Newsflash, that's not going to happen. They're going corner. trying to trade away Jack Jones right now. He's a Swiss Army knife on defense. They're going corner. Will Johnson has his pro day this week, has his workout this next week. Jade Barron's also there. I'm going to go Will Johnson. I think the Will Johnson reverses mean and comes back into the top 10. The Jets at 7 because the Raiders are idiots. They surpass on Armamembu. The Jets get Armamembu to play right tackle opposite of Olu Fashanu. At 8, the Carolina Panthers are on the clock. A lot of options here. If you would ask, a lot of people question the Jalen Walker fit for the Panthers, which I think is very interesting because I think it makes sense that Jalen Walker would come off the board here at 8 because he can play edge, he can play backer, he can play the Shaq Thompson role plus edge. It's a very worthwhile move for the Panthers to do this. Could they get an alpha receiver in the draft? Could they take a Tedero McMillan potentially here if they really believe Tedero is a game changer? They're in a division that has Drake London. They're in a division that once had Mike Thomas. They're in a division that has Mike Evans. Do they take Tedero McMillan at 8? I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't do that. I don't think that's how they're going to continue to build this thing. What I do believe is they'll take a receiver in the first 3 rounds. But at this selection, I do think it's going to be Jalen Walker today. Jalen Walker, Michael Williams had their workout in a week, and we'll get some more information from that. But for today, I'm going to continue, just like with Jacksonville with Mason Graham, I'm going to continue with Jalen Walker at 8. Number 9, the New Orleans Saints on the clock right here. Again, Shador went off the board earlier. Shador's not there. I think 9, you can start to really consider this Ashton Jeanty thing. And mind you, so far in this draft, we've had 1 tackle go off the board. I think Will Campbell is very interesting here. I think Ashton Jeanty is very interesting here for the New Orleans Saints. Both very viable options. Could go right, could go wrong either direction. The reason I say Genty's viable is because Alvin Kamara's contract is get-outable in a year. And but from a team building perspective, you take Will Campbell. Bang. Will Campbell, offensive tackle, can play guard if you want, but he's going to play tackle in the NFL from LSU. Again, he's a top 10 pick. The draft is a flat circle, and we're all the way back. And finally, to close the draft out, first overall, Cam Ward. Second, Travis Hunter to the Browns. Third, Shador Sanders to the Giants. Fourth, Abdul Carter to the Patriots. Fifth, Mason Graham to the Jaguars. Sixth, Will Johnson to the Raiders. Seventh, Armand Membu, the tackle, goes to the Jets. Jalen Walker from Georgia goes to the Panthers. Will Campbell at 9 to the Saints. And 10th overall, the Chicago Bears finish up the offensive line build and take Kelvin Banks, the left tackle from Texas. They do the damn thing. They do the right thing, and they don't make a mistake in the 2025 NFL draft. The Bears are who we thought they were, and they didn't let them off the hook. They took Kelvin Banks.